Y'all, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving y'all a story time on how I found out I was pregnant. So let's get into this story. So let's start off in January. Pregnancy was not a thought. I wasn't thinking I was pregnant. But my mom's friend was having dreams about me being pregnant. So her dreams were kind of like, I went to her to ask her to help me, tell my parents that I was pregnant. But my mom never told me oh, my friend is having dreams about you being pregnant. She never even mentioned pregnancy to me. Now let's fast forward to February. I was having a pregnancy scare. So my mom took me to get a plan B. My mom's thoughts the whole time was she's already pregnant. She was like, oh, God was telling me it's too late. But it was never confirmed. I never took a pregnancy test. I just took the plan B and thought everything was goody, but obviously it wasn't. After I get the plan B, I take it, everything good. Around this time, I was still in school. I had a new job. I was working at McDonald's. And everything was good. I didn't feel anything. There were no symptoms for me. The only thing I can say is I was tired. I was always tired during school. Usually I'm not tired when I'm in school, but I was sleeping in. I would be in my third period class and I would just be asleep. And luckily I passed that class. I passed that class with a 100. That is the only thing I can say. I was always tired. I wasn't eating heavy, no morning sicknesses or anything like that. I wasn't thinking nothing of being pregnant because, okay, I'm tired because I work. I'm in school. So let's go ahead and jump into March. So March 7th, I was working. That day I didn't work until closing. I told them I couldn't work until closing because working till 12 o'clock and then having to get right back up for school at 6 o'clock, it wasn't given. No, them times were not, no. So that day they had told me I can get off at 10. So I'm hurrying up, trying to do what I gotta do so I can leave to go to the store before my mom come pick me up from work. But it was too late. I couldn't, about time I was finished, it was too late. I'm just waiting on my mom to come get me. I was so mad that the store had closed. What store closed before 10 o'clock? I didn't leave right at 10, but what store closes that early? Mind y'all, it was Walgreens, I think. But yeah, my mom finally gets there and I'm telling her oh, I'm hungry. Can we go get some food? But around that time, nothing was really open. Except for McDonald's and probably Wendy's. If you stay in Covington, you know how Wendy's is. No. So I just told her, can you take me to the grocery store to, grab some stuff to cook so I can eat. So she took me to the grocery store and I brought the food, but I forgot my card. I had her card. I forgot my card in the car. I just buy the food. I can't walk out there empty-handed. So I buy the food with her card and I go back to the car. You know what I'm telling her? Oh, they didn't have... No, I think I said, oh, I forgot some chips. Yo, I said I forgot some chips. And I did that like while as we were leaving the parking lot. So, and mind y'all, she was already tired. So I knew she wasn't finna turn back around. We was going to stop at a store, you know, by the house. I told her like, oh, can you go to this? I think it was another Walgreens. So I'm telling her like, oh, can you go to this Walgreens? So I can grab some chips. And she like, oh my God, like, y'all know how y'all moms do when they tired and you keep asking for stuff. So she took me to Walgreens. I go into Walgreens and I buy her candy. I buy myself some chips and I also buy the pregnancy test. As I'm purchasing it, I'm putting the pregnancy test into my purse because I don't want it in the bag just in case like she try to take the bag, because my mom does that. Like she will take the whole bag. When I tell y'all, as soon as we pull into the garage, I go to my room. Like I go to my bathroom. I whip that pregnancy test out and take it like immediately as soon as I got home. You know, I'm just waiting. The first one I took, I think I did it wrong because it was just like taking too long. You know how they be like put the cup at a certain angle so you can like all that extra stuff. So I didn't think I did it right. Like it was taking too long to load. The first one I took was the digital one. The second one I like took because the digital one was taking too long for me. It just like goes straight across. So y'all, when I say I'm like I see the first line, which was the plus. Then I see the second line, which was, I was so shocked. How did this happen to me? When I first seen it, I did not cry. I did not get emotional. Like, I was just really in shock. How? I re-dipped the first one. And once I re-dipped the first one, I will say like a few seconds later, pregnant. The first thing that came to mind was my dad. I don't know why he came to my mind, because if I would have told him, y'all, we probably wouldn't have been cool. So they are both saying pregnant. I go to unblock my ex on Instagram. I go to text him on Instagram. I'm like, I need to talk to you about something. You know, like just hit me back. But he was taking too long to reply. So I just was like, I sent him the, picture of the pregnancy test, and he immediately called me. But I didn't answer because I was, at that time, like he was not answering. I needed somebody to talk to. I called my homegirl, Bree, and I'm like, I'm pregnant, like, and we were just talking, and I was just like, it was such a shock to me. Like, I was in shock. While I'm on the phone with my homegirl, Bree, he is calling me, so I answer for him, and I'm like, just sitting on my bathroom floor, y'all. I'm on my bathroom floor at this point. I'm sitting on the bathroom floor, but I'm not like crying or nothing. I'm just in shock. So he's like, are you for real? And I'm like, yeah, like this is real, like. And he like, I feel like you playing, like he didn't believe it at first. And I'm like, no, like I'm dead serious. I had to show him the box, like this ain't no fake box, this ain't no fake test, this is real, this is the real thing. Basically was telling me like, unblock my number and stuff like that. So, I unblock his number. I'm just sitting on the phone with him. Mind y'all, I still haven't told my mom. The whole night, I'm not emotional, I'm not upset, nothing like that. I just go to sleep peacefully. I'm resting. Next morning, I woke up, got ready for school. But I did take the pregnancy test with me to school. And I left one of them here because I had a plan the whole time on how I was going to tell my mom. So, y'all, my mom drives me to school. So we're in the car and I'm about to get out of the car. So I just slide the pregnancy test on the little middle console. I slide it right there and I'm like, bye mommy, have a good day. And usually y'all, I don't say that because I'm not a morning person. Like, don't even look at me in the morning because I might just, the hell you so happy to be up for? It's 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, why are you so happy? Anyways, I'm walking and like she's like, huh? Like she's like, what? And I'm like, look, look. Like, so she turns because like she turns towards the school because I'm walking into the school. So she turns towards the school and she sees the pregnancy test on the middle console and she's screaming my name, like screaming my name with the window rolled down. Girl, I just kept walking. When she was screaming my name, my heart was pounding so fast. Child. So she's calling my phone. She just keep calling. I finally answered the phone. I went to like one of my favorite teachers' classes because I needed somebody to talk to. I answered the phone for my mom before I go into my teacher class. And she's just like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. Like at this point, then I was getting emotional because like I got emotional because I knew that she would be disappointed, and I also thought she was ready to cuss me out, but she didn't. Like she came to me correct. Like I was in your shoes months before, so she's just like, I'm disappointed, but I'm not mad. It's just like I'm still in school. I got a lot of life ahead of me. Like, it was just like a shocker. I felt like I really disappointed my mom. It really hurt me. So, yeah, I started crying. Like, I'm telling my teacher, like, yeah, I'm pregnant. And, I just told my mom. She's like, she's the teacher who's there for all the kids. Like, she is the go-to, okay? So, she was just like letting me know that everything was going to be okay at the end of the day. The day goes by. My mom texts me in my 5th period class and lets me know that she's coming to get me so that we could go down to the doctors so they could like give me a test. They gave me a pregnancy test. It came out positive. We were trying to like get an estimate on when was my last period, but child, I ain't know. And I don't have an app. All I know is I come on after my mom. So yeah, we had did like a little guess. It was like, okay, she's 10 weeks. Okay, so I had an OB appointment. They couldn't figure out how far along I was. I couldn't remember my last cycle, so they scheduled me for an ultrasound. I went to the ultrasound. I found out that I was 9 weeks pregnant. Around this time, my dad is an over-the-road truck driver, so he only knew that I was going to doctor's appointments. But let's just say my dad is not stupid. Like when my mom first took me to the doctor to take the pregnancy test, he knew from there because my mom was like, she noticed what she told my dad was she noticed that I wasn't getting my cycle. He knew from there. Like she was just trying to like not keep it from him, but keep it from him. So when he finally came home, it was just awkward in the house, so I always used to try to go out of the house because I didn't want to be in a house where it's awkwardness. Like we really a loud house. It's lit over here, so us not talking was kind of weird. So I just would always leave the house. And you know, my dad talks to me and he's just basically telling me like, regardless, I'm gonna be here. I still love you. You know, nice things. Nothing bad, you know, just letting me know that he's here. Like, now, I did not know how the rest of my family would react. Like I low-key did what none of my family except for my family that lives in my household to know that I was pregnant. Like, I just didn't want nobody to really know. It was embarrassing for me at first. But now, you know, I'm like, yeah, like, I'm having a baby. So, but everybody was good. Everybody, you know, got my back. Like, it happens. That was that. But now I'm 23 weeks, 3 days. Soon I will be shopping for the baby. That will probably be next week. And you know, I'm giving y'all that vlog, you know, of my day. And me shopping and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. He is due October 23rd. Really looking forward to it. Everybody cannot wait to meet him. Yeah. So that wraps up this video. I will be inserting some clips of my pregnancy journey so far. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah.